heads growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Stop, not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Ooh.
Sauce.
Wait, what?
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Two Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious. Your guess is as good as mine, my newfound comrade. Here I stood upon this tiny vestige of space and time, and there you appeared. Quite good timing, by the by, because the ground here has been fast shrinking beneath my feet. Oh, but I suppose I should make a proper introduction. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is and hopefully all that is to be. What am I doing here? Attempting to avert disaster, of course. Attempting to prevent all that is from disappearing. Tell me, friend, when I mentioned that this place is the end of time, did your heart quicken and your stomach drop? If not, they should have. Time ought to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
Ooh, it's a dragon. We gotta fight a dragon.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, alight! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence. Though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap! After you, after you. Oh, you first, you first. Yes, just as I hoped. There she is, there it is. Come, come, don't delay.
The wild ride continues. It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? A stone? So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so? Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's That's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the Void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop these, our most mysterious guest. Are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
So these guys want us to help them get stones.
Not a moment ago, we were hunting source in Rivellon. And now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you...
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
Still, it's quite a leap from finding a strange stone to placing the world's salvation on our shoulders.
Strange stone.
Come, that's enough of that now.
Totally.
Alright. 6-6.
Accept. So we're not really, because we still need to figure out the larger situation.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the historian has told about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand, Starstone. And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts. It is my firm belief stones are the flies the sorcerous spiders are trying to kill. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected.
Oh.
Now, there's my pepper. Did it sprout legs and run away?
Where's my pepper? Off legs and run away?
Yeah.
That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin who did away with Jake for your to stumble upon Starstone along the way. Oh, before you... Here. Take this teleporter pyramid. Handy toy indeed that Max asked me to give to you. Need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. This matter has been settled, Hunters. I shall detain you no longer. Rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Destiny? Destiny's pretty straightforward.
My gods, what is going on here? For
First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get a magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house, before the divines punish you for your
I've got my eyes on the prize.
Out! No! Hey! Out! No, if you please. This room is private. Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you!
Made a big change on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tarred eyes looking a bit teary. I've just thought.
Oh, you did identify everything? Yeah.
Oh.
I don't need that.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
No, man.
You know, I could actually talk to that one. Okay. Like, that's exciting.
Where are you at? Up by the north gate, you said?
The house with the, where the gravekeeper is.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil
How can
lurks
the
beyond-
legions you don't are sincere?
Wait, I thought you said you were at the north.
Good luck out there,
North
Hunter.
East Gate, yeah.
Evil lurks beyond sightseeing
One more
ramparts.
I'm not there anymore. I'm talking to the guy.
Okay. Good, because I'm lost. I'm
like rock, paper, scissors right now.
Now,
I know what I
where's
can
my
do.
pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Yeah, you can. On this side.
Does he have any valuables?
He's telling you the whole story, by the way.
Oh.
My fucking sword of steel, bitch.
I knew I had to. Now, you can imagine I've spent more than my share of restless nights wondering who could have wanted that cadaver and for what purpose. I'm not an inch closer to imagining the why, but I've got a few inklings as to the who. Near as I can reckon, there are only 4 people who could have been involved. I never saw a widow less distraught at the death. It was she who rang my bell just before the body. Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the man. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined.
I don't want to talk to him. You can talk to
So,
me, but
what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the sad this plenty or it was she who did Singe, and that gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair. And I certainly plan pillar of the community.
Do we ever have to come back to this guy?
That's enough of that now!
but I mean, we can kill him if we really want.
What do you think you're doing?
Alright.
We'll have none of that, you hear? Hey, stop that!
We're done. You get all these valuables.
That's what he gets for telling me I couldn't rob his barrel.
Did you get his valuables though?
Yeah.
Okay.
The almost nothing he had.
There's Robert's ledger.
Lucky find!
Pearl! Enough. Please.
Bro, it's sick. Oh, fish. Alright, so, do we want to just go do the thing or, like, accuse them? Or do we want to go kill some niggas? I want to go kill people.
Okay, let's go kill people then.
Be careful, source hunter.
I'm out here looking for thoughts.
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, hunter. Be vigilant.
I'd prefer to drown my sorrows with
Oh,
ale.
shit. Walked right into it. He's still hidden.
Darling arachnid, aid my plight.
Yeah. Ooh. That's a fat hit.
Alright, Spider, you might be in for a rough time. Well, that guy came right to you.
I don't know if I want to hit him, he's poisonous. Come on. He's coming to you, I hope.
Looks like you're in my line of fire!
There you go. Good thing. That's not fire spells, I mean, that's like... Is that like a fire arrow that you use?
Yep.
Bird. Pretty smooth now. Alright. Woo! That's a close one. That's danger close. Oh. We heal.
The poison.
I need another chance!
He's dead.
I'm out of here.
He is too.
Oh no. You're not supposed to come at me like that. Ooh. Because I'm risky. Poor spider. Bro.
Bro, where'd he come from?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
is that the same one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's just taking his time. Doing a runabout. You know.
I need another chance!
Those fat heels.
That heel, dude. Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks, guys.
I don't know if we're ready for this.
Hey, thanks,
today,
guys.
honestly. No level 3. We're supposed to go kill the orcs.
Oh, we
first.
are now. I mean, orcs are a lot easier just because, you know, bows are not very good against skeletons.
Yeah.
The time of your death is at hand!
I needed that!
But we can also just lure everything to death. But, I mean, that's kind of cheap.
Back on my feet again!
Alright, you wanna go kill orcs?
Yeah.
Good to have you back, Source Hunter. A
I'm
sight for sore
overheating
eyes
here.
indeed.
No, just. I think that way that you're supposed to take in order to find the ritual site anyway.
We'd also kill everyone over on the docks, too.
Slimy, reeking, rotting seagull.
Like, I was cool here.